bit. Yeah, he knows how to get every last horsepower out of this C15 cat. Mac's been doing this for many, many years. Started out running here in the buck in the Super Street class. He always loves to wave to the crowd, man.
Yeah, take a look at how nice and shined up he's got that truck. Beautiful looking machine.
He's in the lead. He's in the lead for PA. So he's in the lead for
We have one more to go after this, and then we really crank up the horsepower then. It'll be Buster out with the dog face Mac. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Lucas Oil, Geico, General Tire, K&N, Optima Batteries, Rhino Ag, Super Clean, Protect the Harvest, Lucas Oil Racing TV, and MAV TV. Our sponsors here for this East Coast class. So, how many people think this international can take the lead?
Yeah.
The mark to be 3:40.01, held by Dave Greek. These two have been duking it out left and right all year long so far.
Well, and I also believe he's the last Caterpillar-powered machine in the class here tonight, because the last one is a Cummins. So it's going to be one of the two, either a Cat or a Cummins up front. Let's see what we got here. Buster Adams. Oh, Hank Oster, the Scrapper. Just listen to that motor as he revs it up here.
I want that truck.
Well, Tanner, I think might just make it 5 for 5.
I think you're right on that, man.
I think all
They're moving that.
white and not black.
They're moving that leader.
I think he wanted to make sure he was at the gate.
3:41.
It was 82.
How much do you think, fans? 350? 360?
I say 360.
361.55.
Woo! Good night.
Feet on the field. Nice job.
God.
And we still get to see him one more time later on tonight.
Absolutely. He's going to be probably the truck to beat in the PA Posse division coming up next night. You see why.
That was
Great
cool.
run laid down by
That was
Hank
cool.
Oster.
I did very
And
good.
very interesting. He put the sled right
Maybe
back
the horn that is going
Took
out.
it right down the track.
His
Something about the
timing
middle
was
of
a
that
little
track
off.
that the truck's like. Even with
He
all of
hooked
that
up and took
loosening up,
off.
once they get it packed back down, it really is a great pulling surface tonight.
Here comes the work truck.
He's still laying on the horns.
One more truck to go in this class.
That looks like a
Buster
work
out.
truck that's coming up now.
Out of Maryland.
The black one.
Mac called Dogface.
Out of Maryland.
Running Cummins power.
Coming power. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, again, another superliner. This is the idea behind the creation of the superliner.
sounds better than
R
Cummins.
model. If you take a look at a typical R model Mac, they had a much shorter nose design. They had to come up with something to get some of these longer, bigger cubic inch motors underneath the hood. So that was the design that they went with for many, many years. And again, there's kind of a following of those superliners. There's definitely a distinct look. You know a superliner going down the road as you see it. And since it's kind of gone away, there's not really anything that looks like it used to. So it's pretty unique looking machine, and a lot of guys really
Cummins motor is from Maryland.
You see a lot of them in the pulling game because of that long nose. They can get almost any motor configuration.
He just went to the back of it.
I know. You didn't understand anything.
Yeah, the middleweight to the back of the back.
Again, this one having a Cummins under the hood. You can hear the difference there.
Yeah, go for Moro too.
Oh, big boy.
You made Mac in the back, it's got the Mac bird.
No. Oh yeah? These aren't Mac motors.
Well, we'll get to see him later on as well. He'll be running in the PA Posse class as well. had a birthday here. Happy 7th birthday to Almanzo Cave, or AJ as they call him. Where is AJ at? Happy birthday, AJ. Oh, ran right out of power.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that just shows how much power that decision maker's sled is taking right about the 250-foot mark. Had a good run going, a great momentum, but just not quite enough. He snuffed it right out.
Not too bad here.
They disqualified.
265.40, 265.40.
I mean, he didn't like get the boost up, that's why. And I still think he's a boat truck.
So Hank Oster, come on down here trackside for a trophy presentation, please. You are the winner.
Here we come.
He'll come on down here, track. So Hank Oster ended up number 1. Number 2 goes to Dave Greek with the pressure time, Peterbilt. Number 3, Lawrence Martin. Number 4, Brian Smith. Number 5, Albert Brown. Number 6, Brett Reed. Number 7, Earl Hostetter. Rounding out the field is Buster Adams.
That's definitely way old school.
If I want it.
Great lineup of limited price stock semis. Take a few minutes here.
Look, I was like, really?
Well, Cat fans, so right now you hold the crown. You're sitting in the driver's seat. You got the win in our first truck divisions here, as we've got our Big Rigs Pulling Series coming up next. Big Rigs Pulling Series been around for many years. So we're just getting about ready to go here, and we've got 8 of the Big Rigs trucks here.
Let's give him a round of applause. Hank Oster, your winner here tonight. He's down here trackside. Winner of tonight's East Coast Limited Pro Stocks. How about it? 5 for 5 on a possible 5 hooks this year. See if he can keep that streak rolling here.
Huh?
Fred Sanders to the staging area. Fred Sanders to the staging area, please. Thank you.
Not Sanders, no.
All right, folks, so we are just about ready to get underway here with the Big Rigs Pulling Series. And let me tell you what, they are very excited to be back here at the Buck here in 2019. This is probably one of their favorite places to come to, and so they've been talking about it for quite some time. We started our pulling season in Trumbull County Fair in Portland, Ohio on Memorial Day weekend, and you would not believe the buzz that they've had since about coming to the Buck ever since then. So we got 8 of these trucks set to go, some very competitive machines getting ready to hook to the sled. Again, we've got a great combination of manufacturers and motor combinations.
That's what I call going down front to get a good picture.
As they go along the line here, and we're going to have a very tough machine to start our class here in the Big Rigs Pulling Series presented by Sepico Lubricants. Fred Sanders, he was one of our originals for many years, and he has consistently been one of our trucks that is very difficult to beat. He is a leader in innovation. I don't think there's a combination that you have out there that this guy has not tried in the pulling game. Alluded to it earlier that he has 3 of these trucks, and he has had a hand in many of these big rigs that you'll see go down the track as well, even if they're not his machine that he drives. He's helped many of these guys get going, and just a great guy to talk to, kind of pick his brain with these big rigs.
I'm poor.
That's a lot of money.
As we see the silver bullet number 2,
That's a lot of money.
that will be our first hook of the night.
Too much for me.
And again, I told you, he's got 3 of these. He's actually built several over the years. He's sold some of them, helped some of the other guys, but this is a very unique machine. This is actually the last truck that they built here for in the Sanders pulling team. And this is a very unique machine because this truck is a Superliner Mac, but you will not see any of the Sanders Superliners sporting an E9 this year. They used to run the E9 Mac, but they have, again, since tried some different other combinations. This truck is actually Cummins powered.
Yeah, baby.
However, it's an even more unique Cummins than we can find here in the United States. This motor is a QSK 19 Cummins. And you're saying, truck drivers, I've never heard of a QSK 19.
No.
That's because you cannot get a QSK 19 in the United States. It will not pass emissions. This engine actually came all the way from Australia. It's an 1150 cubic inch motor. And let me tell you what, folks, it will make some serious horsepower at our event in Trumbull County.
You see his truck doing this?
It looked like he
Oh, you can
had
see him. Wait,
everybody
he's going
beat.
to be up.
You guys,
He was
you see
one
his
of the
truck
last
doing this
ones
though?
in the class,
He's gonna go.
and he came down
Oh,
and
ain't
he
no doubt.
put
Look at the way he's
about
got
10 to
sitting on
15
there.
I know.
feet
He was
on
just
everybody
having-
else in the class. We did have one other truck
Plus he's got weight
come down
hanging,
and
plus
beat
in the
him
middle.
just by a few
He's got
inches,
both
but
weights.
this is
That
a
front end's
very
gonna be up.
impressive machine. Again, Cummins powered,
You just tap gas a little
QSK
bit.
19, all the way from Australia. And it's amazing if you get a chance to look under the hood of this machine, just the innovation that they come. When they were putting this machine together, the turbocharger is actually so heavy, so big, that they have to use a forklift to put it up and mount it to the engine. They could not lift it, it's over 100 pounds, and to lift it up and put it in position, they actually had to use a forklift. The QSK Cummins, QSK 19 Cummins, 1,150 cubic inches in an inline six. Think about that for just a minute. That's about 200 cubic inches per cylinder. Your car that you drove in today probably doesn't have 200 cubic inches in the whole thing.
Not even that. I have a 4-cylinder Chevy, so that's like a baby engine compared to this. Now, we've seen, all of you fans who've been here before have seen what we call the hot rod semis. This is different from that. There's, what, 2 turbochargers that are allowed in this class?
They have since changed that. They are allowed only 1 single turbocharger. The reason for that is they had such a hard time keeping those compound turbocharged machines together, so they've gone back to single turbos. But you just wait and see this silver Bullet 2 Fred Sanders. He'll show you what it's all about. They found ways to get an immense amount of horsepower even out of the single turbocharger. Fred Sanders, he will be a tough truck to beat, probably the mark to beat most of the night with silver Bullet 2.
All the way from Ravenna, Ohio. Do I have any people in the audience from the state of Ohio? I heard a couple. That's a long drive.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Full Pool Productions, USA East Pooling, we go all over Pennsylvania, New York, and Ohio, and into Maryland. We will have events all over, but again, nothing quite like the Buck. So we're pretty excited to be here. I know these guys are excited to be here. But he is from Ravenna, Ohio. We've got several of our trucks from Eastern Ohio, Western Pennsylvania. You'll even see one here from Vermont here tonight. So great field of big rigs set to go here at the 22,000-pound Big Rigs Pooling Series. Looks like he's just about ready to go. The silver Bullet 2 and Cummins power.
Yeah, if you don't have your, I'd get your cameras out, folks. These guys will really put out horsepower.
By the way, on the dyno, just about 4,000 horsepower.
Ooh. It'd be fast.
That's like 20 of my engines put into one.
Yeah, I don't even know what 4,000 horsepower would feel like, but I bet it's pretty impressive. There's a reason why these guys get pretty addicted to this sport. It's pretty impressive. Wait until you see silver Bullet 2.
Now, I've actually had not very many people have this opportunity. I had the opportunity 3 years ago to ride in the sled during this class up into Bloomsburg Fair in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. And let me tell you, fans, that ride is unbelievable. You think the guys in the trucks are shaking? Unbelievable horsepower that these guys create. And it's just,
Oh my God, hurry up.
Well, we're all excited and some sort of issue here. Gonna shut him down. Those motors get very, very hot if they're on too long, so I'm gonna make sure we got everything set up and ready to go here. We want to make sure that he doesn't take the sled home with him. So we'll get that figured out. Fred's up out of the truck here. Make sure that we've got everything lined up. So what we're waiting on here is we are having a technical difficulty with our laser. So again, there's nothing wrong with our machine here. We just want to make sure that we get everything set up, get an accurate test, because these guys are very, very competitive as well. And they do run a points championship, much like you do here in the East Coast. He is currently number 3 in the points. So a good running truck. Fred Sanders' team actually holds right now the first and second place position in the pulling class. And excuse me, I got mistaken between this truck and another truck. He is number 1 in the points, the Silver Bullet 2. He is leading the points.
I think if I'm hearing on the radio correct, we're going to have to go back to the old-fashioned way like we used to do it back in the day. The old tape measure.
Oh my God.
This way we've done it here. Actually, we've only used our laser here for about 4 years. Before that, we always used a tape measure crew, and these boys are accurate to a T.
Absolutely. Gonna have to go back to the old school style. Learn all of their math from elementary school, learn how to read a tape measure, make sure that they got it right.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. Just to do that, you would have to have a high school diploma just to do that. It'll take a couple minutes here to set everything up, get everything straight. Make sure we put on the best show possible here tonight. Once again,
Don't die. I said don't die. Wait till
once again, our title sponsor here tonight, B.R. Kreider & Son, established in 1936, 83 years in business, located in Manheim and Quarryville. They're actually hiring. One of their main points they told us earlier tonight, they are hiring. If you're looking for a job currently and think excavating could your thing, visit their website at www.brkreider.com and click on the career page. All kinds of different information there you can find there.
They do have one of their machines here sitting behind us in the announcer's booth, one of their bulldozers sitting right here as you walk in. So they definitely have some great equipment. Really appreciate their sponsorship. And if that is your area of expertise, they are looking for people. Have great benefits.
Want to move up here? Want to move up here?
Yeah.
Do anything from excavation, paving, site management. They have back trucks, slinger trucks, specialty services, and they even build homes. So if any of that's in your information, go ahead and check them out at www.brkreider.com and click on careers. And also, fans, if you want to see more Big Rig action later on this year, we'll be back with the Big Rig series. They won't be running for points, but August 17th is the 30th annual Truckers Day right here at the Buck. We start them out at 8 a.m. with a show and shine contest all day long. We give out awards later on, and we get everybody out, get the track ready for Big Rig pulling. We'll have the same classes you'll be seeing here tonight, and a parade of champions.
Yes, absolutely. They're excited to come back here for one of the six-pack events. They run a points championship, and then they also kind of do what they call the six-pack tour, where they kind of just come around and get an opportunity to come to these cool places like the Buck and put on a show for the fans. So they will have the six-pack
He's running now.
event here later in August.
He's going
I
now.
believe you'll see all the trucks that are here tonight, I believe, will come back for that six-pack event.
Yeah, I know, being that as it is the National Tractor Bowling Championships in Bowling Green, Ohio, that same weekend, you think, oh, some of them would go to Bowling Green. Not some of these guys. They're devoted and dedicated to this series, and they love running with those guys.
Absolutely, and again, a little bit different rules with the NTPA division. This is how they first started out, but they've decided to go with this set of rules, and it's really kind of paid off for them with how they do these big rigs. And they've got it figured out here after a number of years. So great set of field tonight and another field in August. So excited for what's to come here for the big rigs pulling, as it looks like we're just about getting ready to go here again with our first hook in the big rigs pulling series provided by Senpico Lubricants. Senpico has been with us for many, many years. They have sponsored our Big Rigs Pulling Series for 24 straight years. We really appreciate their sponsorship in this Big Rigs Pulling Series. They've kind of been around with us since the beginning here at USA East Sled Pulling. So Senpico Lubricants, they are the proud sponsor of Big Rigs Pulling. All right, looks like we're just about ready to go here. You heard all about this QSK 19 Cummins powered machine, the Sanders pulling team, the Silver Bullet 2, getting ready to set the mark to beat Fred Sanders. Just like the limited pro stocks, he'll build up the RPMs, watch for the black smoke, and hear all that horsepower. Get ready, get your cameras ready. How about it, Mac fans? What do you think? Silver Bullet 2. That'll be the mark to beat. You can see why he is the points leader. The Sanders Bullet team and Cummins Power. I thought he was going to take that out on 372 there. Good run.
That's 300 and something.
Now they'll talk it over.
That'd be 600 and something.
I think I sled. Well, they might look at one more.
How about a round of applause again there for Fred Sanders. You'll see one of his other trucks here coming up in a little bit in the class. Sanders Pulling Team and Silver Bullet 2. 377 feet and 9. 377 and 9. Gonna be a tough mark to beat.
377.
The Silver Bullet 2.
It's almost 378.
Let's check here as well. I think they might look at one more truck just to make sure.
All right, folks, they have made the determination that they do not want any of these big rigs taking this down on the highway, so they're going to make an adjustment to the sled. So if you enjoyed the first run laid down by